Welcome back. Now we are approaching toward the last part of this topic. Till now we are completed ionic bond as well as covalent bond, in covalent bond, valence bond theory, molecular orbital theory, valence electron pair repulsion theory, electron hybridization. All these things we are completed very systematically. Now I explain you some remaining bonds which is present in this topic, that one is called as the coordinate bond. This is a point, this is a concept of few minutes. Now what's happened in the coordinate bond, what is the definition of this coordinate bond? Listen very carefully, because these are the very simple and very interesting part of this topic which is called as the coordinate bond. Listen, how the coordinate bond formation takes place, what is difference between covalent and coordinate. These are the very interesting concept related to this phenomenon. Why? As all you know very well, the covalent bond is formed by the equal mutual sharing of that electron. After mutual sharing, the bond formation takes place, that one is covalent, but coordinate is something different than covalent. And how the coordinate is different than covalent? Suppose for example, my friends, if I representing in front of you, suppose I have this is the molecule, suppose I have this is the ammonia molecule. You know very well, ammonia is the molecule which contain the pair of electron, and whenever any molecule which contain the pair of electron, then no doubt that molecule have a tendency to donate that lone pair of electron. Therefore, according to Lewis concept, that ammonia is a Lewis basis. You know, Lewis acids and bases chemistry, that one is very important to you. Why? Because formation of coordinate bond is nothing but the neutralization of Lewis concept. Lewis gives us very systematic idea regarding to neutralization. No doubt, neutralization according to Lewis concept is not a spontaneous reaction, but actually neutralization reaction is a spontaneous. It means that formation of coordinate bond is very slow as compared to remaining bond. But how coordinate bond is formed, see toward the board. Suppose my friends, I have a ammonia, and suppose with this ammonia I have a BF3. This is called as the boron trifluoride. What is the difference between ammonia and boron trifluoride? The major difference is that ammonia is the molecule which is called as electron rich center. We can't people say electron rich, but that acts as electron donor molecule. That one is a Lewis base, and BF3 is a Lewis acid. BF3 is a Lewis acid. Is it okay? Now what happened in this Lewis base and Lewis acid? This is one of the acid base chemical reaction. This is one of the neutralization chemical reaction. How the chemical reaction takes place? A nitrogen donates its lone pair of electron toward the boron, and after donating nitrogen both electron toward the boron, the new bond formation takes place like this way, because boron accept the electron from nitrogen. This become the plus and this become the minus. So what is the definition of this? This is bond. The bond formation takes place by complete transfer of pair of electron from only one atom, and that electron located between both of them. That electron located between both of them, such bond is called as the coordinate bond. Is it okay? It means coordinate is not, obviously coordinate is one of the covalent bond, but what is difference between covalent and coordinate? The difference is that in covalent bond, the mutual sharing of electron takes place from both the atoms, but such things are not happens in coordinate bond. In coordinate bond, the bond formation takes place by complete transfer of both pair of electron from one atom to another, because this have a vacant orbital, this have a fulfilled orbital, and such bond formation takes place is called as the coordinate bond. Suppose for example, dear student, I will explain you another example. Suppose I have this is ammonia molecule, and if I add H plus in the ammonia, obviously both electron of ammonia transfer toward the H plus, both electron of nitrogen transfer toward the H plus. Now it gives, this is ammonia molecule, this is ammonium ion, this is ammonium ion. My friends, what is difference between this ammonium ion? These three bond is covalent, but this bond is a coordinate bond. Why this bond is coordinate? Because we transfer both electron from the nitrogen atom. So write down definition of coordinate bond, write down in your notebook, write down. It is a covalent bond in which the shared pair of electron come from one atom is called coordinate bond. It is a covalent bond in which the shared pair of electron comes from one atom is called as coordinate bond. Right on second point, necessary condition for the formation of coordinate bonds are: number one, octet of donor atom should be complete and should have at least one lone pair of electron. Obviously, ये nitrogen का octet complete है and this nitrogen contain the lone pair of electron. Therefore, octet of donor atom should be complete and it must be contain at least one lone pair of electron. And the second important thing, acceptor atom should have deficiency at least one pair of electron, because this BF3 is the electron deficient molecule. matlab those molecule which accept the electron, this molecule is must be electron deficient, or this molecule have a deficiency of electron. So these are the very interesting phenomenon related to these concepts. As per my idea, you don't have any problem. This is called like the donor molecule, this is called like the acceptor molecule. Now I will represent you, suppose for example in short form, this is X, this is X, this is X. Suppose for example you represent X is which contain the, this is octet with lone pair, this is a lone pair with octet lone pair, and react with Y. Y is the molecule which contain only 6 electron, this is electron deficient molecule. And when X and Y combine together, then it gives such type of this molecule. This arrow pointing indicate electron from X transferred toward the Y, and this bond is called as the coordinate bond. As per my idea, this is nothing but dative bond. This bond is also called as the dating bond. This is donor acceptor or dative bond. This bond is also called as donor acceptor and dative bond. So as per my idea, you don't have any problem in the coordinate bond. Now we are shifting toward the next bond. That next bond is called as the hydrogen bond. Next bond is called as hydrogen bond. My friends, how we discuss the hydrogen bond, or which are the important aspects related to hydrogen bond, see toward the board, because now I am discussing with you the last and very important part, last but one part of this topic. That one is called as the hydrogen bond, and then metallic bond and some bond parameter, then topic is complete. Now what is the hydrogen bond? This is not a strong bond, you know. In beginning or in first period of this topic, we are started chemical bonding are of two types. One is the strong bond, other one is the weak bond. You know, in strong bond we have 4 bonds, that is ionic bond, covalent bond, metallic bond and coordinate bond. And in weak bond we have 2, one is hydrogen bond and other one is the van der Waals forces, you know. Now what is the meaning of hydrogen bond? I will explain you first, and then we will discussing the next and detailed concept related to this phenomenon. Now what is the meaning of hydrogen bond? See toward the board, what is the meaning of hydrogen bond? Okay, see here, listen, I will explain you first. You know very well why alcohol is soluble in water. It means I will give you one important things, why organic compounds are soluble in water. Because you know, organic compounds have organic force. Actually water is a polar solvent, but organic compound must be dissolved in non-polar, but maximum or some organic compounds are dissolved in water. Why? The organic compound are dissolved in water only due to the hydrogen bonding. So this is very interesting, very interesting. So what is the meaning of hydrogen bond? See toward this board. Another important thing, you know, water is liquid but hydrogen sulfide is gas. Actually molecular mass of H2S is more than water. H2S must be liquid, water is gas, but reverse things happens. Why? See toward the board, due to only hydrogen bonding. Now my friends, suppose for example I have, this is a structure of water HOH, this is structure of another water HOH, this is structure of next water HOH, this is structure of another water HOH. Why I am representing this? Because you know, oxygen is more electronegative, therefore it becomes the partially negative and H becomes the partially positive. This is called as the polarity in covalent bond, and this is called the dipole moment, because water doesn't have zero dipole moment, obviously O minus H plus. Now my friends, in this molecule also delta plus delta minus, here also delta plus delta minus, here also delta plus delta minus. Okay. Now what happened in this case? Due to adjacent negative and positive, the oxygen atom of one molecule attracted toward the hydrogen of another. Listen. This is no doubt weak attraction as compared to this, because this is strong covalent bond. Now, when hydrogen of one, obviously now, that time only hydrogen attract toward the electronegative atom. This hydrogen must be have a sufficient positive character. If you have a sufficient positive character, then it attract with the another neighboring atom. Now, is it okay? When oxygen attract toward the neighboring hydrogen, same things happen here also, same things happen here also, and so on. In this way, this bond formation takes place. Dear student, it is an electrostatic attractive force between, listen, it is an electrostatic attractive force between, write down in your notebook what is the definition of hydrogen bonding. What is the definition of hydrogen bonding? It is an electrostatic attractive force between covalently bonded hydrogen. This hydrogen is already covalently bonded, like covalently bonded hydrogen atom of one molecule and an electronegative atom of another molecule. It is okay. It is an electrostatic attractive force between, this is a covalently bonded hydrogen of one molecule and electronegative atom of another molecule, and this is called as the hydrogen bond. Listen very carefully. Electronegative atom of another molecule means what? Which atom? Either it may be nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Carefully keep in your mind, these three electronegative atom forms a hydrogen bond. Is it okay? So this is the attractive force between, listen once again, covalently bonded hydrogen, because hydrogen is a necessary condition na. It is an attractive force between covalently bonded hydrogen with electronegative atom of the another molecule, and this is called as the covalent bond. Listen very carefully, write down next point. It is not formed in ionic compound, obviously na. Ionic compound is already have ions na. This only forms that time if covalent compound has some ionic character, that is called a dipole moment. Ionic compound में hydrogen bonding नहीं होती है, keep in your mind. Hydrogen bond forms in polar covalent bond. Yes, polar covalent bond. Water is the polar covalent compound. Okay, this is a polar covalent bond. It is very weak bond, strength 2 to 10 kilocalorie per mole, but stronger than van der Waals force. Obviously, hydrogen bond is weaker than remaining bond, covalent, ionic, coordinate or metallic, but it is stronger than van der Waals force. This attraction is stronger than van der Waals force. It is also known as dipole-dipole attraction. In your paper 1, in this topic we have one topic, the name of the topic is state of matter. In that state of matter we have some type of interaction, and this is called as dipole-dipole interaction. Why dipole? One positive pole, other negative pole. We have a dipole na, one positive, another negative, and such interaction is called as the dipole-dipole interaction. Write down in your notebook. Now I will explain you main conditions for the formation of hydrogen bonding with its application, because application of hydrogen bonding is also very important. Listen very carefully, I will explain you all the things very detailed. Dear student, see toward the board, what is the application, what is main conditions for the hydrogen bonding. Is it okay? The first main condition, write down in your notebook, the first main condition, hydrogen should be covalently bonded with high electronegative element like fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen. Listen very carefully, hydrogen should be covalently bonded, hydrogen should be covalently bonded with high electronegative element, and which is that high electronegative element like nitrogen, fluorine and oxygen. These are the three elements which only show hydrogen. Hydrogen if attached to nitrogen, fluorine, oxygen, that form only the hydrogen bonding. Atomic size of electronegative element should be small. See, second point, listen very carefully. Atomic size of electronegative element should be small. Atomic size of electronegative elements should be what? Should be small. उसकी size कम होनी चाहिए. Should be what? Small. Atomic size of electronegative element should be small. The third and very important point, decreasing order of atomic size. Atomic size सबसे ज़्यादा nitrogen, then oxygen, then fluorine. सबसे कम size fluorine है, इसका मतलब fluorine forms strong hydrogen bond. Is it okay? So decreasing order of electronegativity, मतलब अब ये हो गया. This is the decreasing order of atomic size. My friend, this is very important. Decreasing order of atomic size. And fourth, fluorine is this more electronegative than oxygen, and this is the order of what? This is the order of electronegativity. And as electronegativity increases, the capacity for the formation of hydrogen bond increases. Now my friends, this fifth and conclusion point, this is the strength of hydrogen bond is directly proportional to what? Strength of hydrogen bond is directly proportional to the electronegativity. As electronegativity increases, strength of hydrogen bond increases, and inversely proportional to the atomic size of element. Inversely proportional to what? Atomic size of element. So this is the very interesting phenomenon related to you. Now you know, my friends, hydrogen bonding occurs in HCN triple bond sp. Listen, this is exception. HCN also show hydrogen bonding because nitrogen is sp hybridized, which is more electronegative as compared to another nitrogen. Now I will explain you types of hydrogen bonding. So these are the important points. Now how many types of hydrogen bonding is there? Friends, you don't have any problem. You must be very serious toward the boards. Types of hydrogen bonding. Now, in types of hydrogen bonding, see types of hydrogen bonding. What happens in these types of hydrogen bonding? Generally, two types of hydrogen bonding is there. Which is that two types of hydrogen bonding? The first type of hydrogen bonding is called as intermolecular. The first type of hydrogen bonding is called as the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, and second type of hydrogen bonding is called as the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. The first one is intermolecular and second one is intramolecular. Inter means within different molecules. This is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Inter may, here also two types is there, here also two. The first one is called as the homo intermolecular hydrogen bonding, homo-intermolecular, and the second one is called as the hetero-intermolecular hydrogen bonding. What is the meaning of homo-hetero-intermolecular? Homo means, my friend, hydrogen bonding between, suppose for example we have alcohol RO, suppose we have alcohol R bond OH, another alcohol R bond OH, this is minus, this is plus, this is minus, this is plus, this is no doubt intermolecular because two different molecules, but both molecules are same, therefore it is called as homo. Hetero means what? Suppose, dear friends, we have water and dear friends we have alcohol. Why alcohol are soluble in water? Due to only this concept, minus plus. Now my friends, this is no doubt intermolecular, but molecule is different now. One molecule is water, another molecule is alcohol, therefore this is called like the hetero-intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Now what happen in this intramolecular? Again in intramolecular have two types, that is called like this homo and hetero. What is the meaning of intramolecular? It takes place within the molecule. Intramolecular means takes place within the molecule. Suppose for example I have this type of molecule, write down in below this. Suppose this is OH and this is the N bond O minus double bond O plus. Now my friends, negative is already here and this is the hydrogen bonding is formed within the same molecule. Hydrogen bonding is formed within the same molecule. Such molecule is called as the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular. Is it okay? Because see, hydrogen bonded with electronegative element of a functional group from hydrogen bond with another electronegative element. ये एक ही मॉलिक्यूल है, इसका हाइड्रोजन इसके फंक्शनल ग्रुप के साथ एक ही मॉलिक्यूल है ना, एक ही मॉलिक्यूल में जब हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग होती है, then this is called as the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So this is the types of hydrogen bonding: homo inter, hetero inter, and intramolecular. Now friends, I am going to discussing with you some application of this hydrogen bonding. Keep in your mind, this is a very interesting phenomenon, application of hydrogen bonding. Now, which are the application of hydrogen bonding? Because maximum time they ask you the question in your NEET examination or JEE examination. So which are the application of this hydrogen bonding? The first application is there, that one is called as the solubility. So what is the solubility? The first application, this is called as the solubility. My friends, you must know, this is a very interesting application. For organic compound, non-polar are soluble in water, polar solvent due to hydrogen bonding. Listen very carefully. Abhi example, why example glucose, for example sucrose. These are the compound which are soluble in water. Glucose, sucrose, for example alcohol. These are the soluble in water. Why? Because they form hydrogen bonding with water molecule. It means that those organic compound which are capable to form hydrogen bonding with water molecule, that organic compound is soluble in water. Example, you see toward this, for example hexane, for example pentane, these are insoluble. Why these are insoluble? Because this molecule doesn't have a tendency to form the hydrogen bonding with water molecule. Therefore this is very important things. The second application now I am given to you, that second application is called as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Listen, actually intermolecular hydrogen bonding increase the solubility, and intramolecular hydrogen bonding decrease the solubility. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding decrease the solubility. Therefore keep in your mind. That's why this is a very interesting concept. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding increase the solubility. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding, listen very carefully, increase what? Increase solubility. Okay, intermolecular hydrogen bonding increase solubility. And the second important things, intramolecular hydrogen bonding, intramolecular hydrogen bonding, intramolecular hydrogen bonding decrease the intramolecular hydrogen bonding, decrease the solubility. For example, you know very well, suppose for example, dear friends, we have OH bond NO2, orthonitrophenol. This is intramolecular. Hydrogen busy with this oxygen atom, na? Hydrogen busy with oxygen atom. It means this hydrogen never forms bonds with water molecule. ये कैसे bond water के साथ बनाएगा? क्योंकि यहाँ पे busy हो गया ना. Then it never soluble in water. So this is the very interesting concept. The next point is there, third point. That the third point is called as the viscosity. Viscosity, dear friends. As hydrogen bonding increases, hydrogen bond associate molecule together, so viscosity increases. It means that as hydrogen bonding increases, कौन सी hydrogen bonding? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding increases, their viscosity also increases. It means that, suppose for example I have a CH3OH, I have another example CH2OH, this is called as the glycol, and final example we people say this is called as the glycerol. Okay, this is the glycerol. सबसे ज़्यादा हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग इसमें रहेगी क्योंकि 3 OH है, मतलब 3 OH हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग करेगी. ज़्यादा विस्कोसिटी किसकी है? ग्लिसरॉल की. ग्लिसरॉल के बाद किसकी रहेगी? ग्लाइकॉल. उसके बाद किसकी रहेगी? मिथिल अल्कोहल की. मतलब मोनोहाइड्रोक्सी इज लेस विस्कस देन डाइहाइड्रोक्सी. और सबसे ज़्यादा अगर विस्कोसिटी किसकी रहेगी? दैट वन इज कॉल्ड एज द ट्राइहाइड्रोक्सी मॉलिक्यूल. सो दिस इज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ viscosity. Another example, for example, water is more viscous than methyl alcohol because tendency of formation of hydrogen bonding in water is greater than the methyl alcohol, and this is greater than the diethyl ether never form hydrogen bond. Then melting point and boiling point. Then what happened in the fourth application? MP and BP increases with increasing the hydrogen bonding. So my friend, these are the very interesting concept related with the phenomenon of this hydrogen bonding. As per my idea, you don't have in this case. Now the final concept is there, that one is called as the van der Waals force. What is the meaning of van der Waals force? Van der Waals force is nothing but, this is also one of the physical attraction. This is the final force which is present inside of this topic. The final force is called as the van der Waals force. Now friends, what is the meaning of van der Waals force? How we discuss this phenomenon? Listen very carefully. Write down, this is a weak physical attraction. This is a very weak physical attraction. For example, I will explain you what is the meaning of van der Waals force. My friends, see what is the meaning of van der Waals force. Listen very carefully. Van der Waals force means what? Van der Waals forces. Friend, suppose this is Cl. You know, these chlorine molecule are held together by means of covalent bond. This is another Cl. This is another chlorine molecule also held together by means of covalent bond. Is it okay? This is chlorine, this is chlorine. अभी आप ये देखो, ये क्लोरीन का मतलब क्या है? सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज वन क्लोरीन, दिस इज अ न्यूक्लियस, वन क्लोरीन अनदर क्लोरीन. This is also one chlorine another chlorine, this is a nucleus. But when two chlorine molecule are held together by means of van der Waals force, this is a weak attraction, very weak attraction. It means when two molecules are held together by means of van der Waals force, आपको अच्छी तरह से मालूम होना चाहिए. van der Waals force सबसे weak force है. Listen, these are weak non-directional non-valence force of attraction among neutral species. Cl2. Two Cl2 molecules are held together by means of van der Waals force. Write down in your notebook. These are electrical in nature due to induced polarity caused by temporary displacement of electron toward one end to the inert atoms become a temporary dipole. It is not permanent dipole, it is a temporary dipole. One end becomes the negative. Means what? Suppose friends, what's happened? Temporary dipole moment is shifted. This is the molecule. Now एक ही molecule है, temporarily what happened? One portion become minus, another portion become plus. And here what happened in this molecule? This portion become minus, this become plus, and this is intermolecular attraction, and this is called as the van der Waals force. This temporary dipoling molecule can induce opposite dipole. ये देखो temporary opposite dipole, and this opposite dipole attract to each other, and this is called as van der Waals force. What is the van der Waals force? This point already present in your state of matter. You read this point very carefully from the state of matter, and the remaining part of this topic we will discussing in the next video. Thank you very much.